All right, so the showdown has begun, right? The Prime Minister of Greece is in Brussels, and here we are. We've got this showdown. We've got yet another summit. You know, it's interesting. These European leaders, they love to meet. They love to chat up the topics of the day, and then, of course, they adjourn. And what do? They agree to have another meeting. Now, unfortunately, the clock for Greece has ticked past midnight for the Greek people. They've dug themselves into a very deep hole. The ultimate solution will come down to a combination of sanity and insanity. That's right, both of them living side by side. Driving the compromise is the notion of hubris, and by the way, it was developed by the ancient Greeks. Now, hubris is where the actions of one person or persons go to the extent to shame or humiliate for personal pleasure. The concept was steeped in the idea that infractions of mortals versus mortals would be judged by the gods. Well, in this current Greek saga, one could ask, who is guilty of hubris? Some would say the Germans. Of course, the Greek citizens feel humiliated. They feel shamed. They think these are onerous demands by their creditors in front of the entire world. This beaten down nation has been scorned and finger pointed at and been told to make even more sacrifices. Of course, a lot of people are saying, hey, what about Greece? Many Europeans view Greece as a nation that has clearly ignored contract law, has clearly abused the generosity of their neighbors while living at standards above their neighbors and, of course, above their own means. This will come to a conclusion that sees Greece on its own, have drachma will travel, or a deal that's hammered together. But either way, the lingering argument over hubris will resonate and even play a major role in the elections of the next president of the United States. That's what it's all about, guys. Who is shaming people? Who's deliberately hurting people? Income inequality, all of these things. So we talk about it all the time, Quincy, but the fact of the matter is, when it comes to that, it's not unique to Greece. It is a question that we're asking ourselves in this country as well.
No, absolutely. And the situation over there is one where the Greeks should never have come into the Eurozone to begin with. The idea was to bring in these countries that were not part of the original group, the original ideas about tax collection. So now they're actually having to eat the situation that they created themselves.
They created it. They came in 2001, 2004. They admitted we lied on the application. Okay. Sounds like a lot of people in America in the housing bubble. But guess what happened? Those same people that lied on the applications are the same ones that say, I'm a victim. And how many programs did we roll out for them? The 4 letters, the 3 letters. I can't keep up. I couldn't keep up with them all. Some of them still exist. There are still programs out there. If you put 0 down on your house, Jim, you can go get a check.
Yeah, and it's interesting. People have forgotten in many cases the Great Recession here because the speculation in the fixed income markets, the reach for yield, the covenant-light loans, the subprime loans, we're doing it all over again. We're just not doing it in housing.
So here we go. The great thing. Proposal submitted, Cyprus. Anyone think it's real? Anyone think we'll get some closure on this by tomorrow? Or on the road to closure?
No. I think that the European Union doesn't want change. They recognize that there's risk, but they now understand that either way it goes, they're in trouble. Fact of the matter is, the big meeting, you've got a lot of nations that would like Greece to be able to continue and survive in this way because they may have to do it as well. They don't want anybody to really be punished because they imagine themselves being next.
I don't think anybody thinks they're Greece because Greece is an anomaly. They're way out. I think something gets done in the next couple of days because Greece has to do something. Humanitarian reasons. Look what's going on with the people in their country.
But maybe the humanitarian thing is to let them go.
I think that you think so. You like that tough love thing.
Well, look, if Greece can pull off, and I know they say they don't want to do this, but they can pull off an Argentina, which is actually exit, default, and make their comeback.
The year after Argentina default, though, their economy was 1/3 it was the year before. Not sure they can deal with that kind of pain. But all of those things we see over there will resonate over here.